Cedric and I will be debating on why the drinking age should be lowered. I'm going to read a list of pros and cons, and then I will elaborate on the positives of lowering the drinking age. Positive 1 would be that 18 is the age of adulthood in the United States, and adults should have the right to make their own decisions about alcohol consumption. Positive number 2, allowing 18 to 20-year-olds to drink in regulated environments with supervision would decrease unsafe drinking activity. Positive number 3, traffic accidents and fatalities are most common among newly legal drinkers regardless of the drinking age. Positive number 4, there are fewer drunk driving, traffic accidents, and fatalities in many countries where the drinking age is lower than 18. Positive number 5, the decrease in drunk driving fatalities as a percentage of total traffic fatalities in the United States does not correlate to the drinking age. Positive number 6, lowering the drinking age from 21 to 18 would diminish the thrill of breaking the law to get a drink. Positive number 7, the drinking age of 21 is largely ineffective because the majority of teens continue to consume alcohol regardless of the drinking age. Positive number 8, high noncompliance with the 21-year-old drinking age generally promotes disrespect and noncompliance with other areas of law. The enforcement of being 21 to drink is not a priority for many law enforcement agencies, unfortunately. Positive number 10, the drinking age of 21 is not statistically associated with lower rates of suicide, homicide, or vandalism. And positive number 11, drinking alcohol is an enjoyable activity. Positive number 12 would be lowering the drinking age from 21 would reduce the number of underage people who are hurt from alcohol-related injuries or accidents due to the fear of legal consequences. Positive 13, state governments should have the right to establish a lower legal drinking age that reflects their unique demographics, legal context, and history, etc., etc. Pro number 14, lowering the drinking age from 21 would be good for the economy. And the cons that will be argued by others would be, for one, that lowering the drinking age would be medically irresponsible. They're saying that since the brain isn't fully developed, that this can cause problems. Another con they say would be lowering the drinking age to 18 would allow a greater segment of the population to drink alcohol in bars and nightclubs, which isn't safe. Another con that potentially would be used would be that the right to drink should have a higher age of initiation because of the dangers that could happen while drinking. Another one that they state is that the drinking age of 21 reduces traffic accidents and fatalities. But to elaborate on the positives of the drinking age being 18, like I said earlier, 18 is the age of adulthood, and turning 18 entails certain rights and responsibilities such as voting, smoking, joining the military, etc. Another positive would be prohibiting this age group from drinking in bars and restaurants and other licensed locations causes them to drink unsupervised, which can be dangerous and result in more unsafe behavior. Let's see here. This states that in 2009, the 21 to 24-year-old age group had the highest percentage of drivers with fatal crashes with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08 or higher. Any increase in traffic accidents or fatalities in 18 to 20-year-olds would be offset by a decrease for those that were 21 or older. Let's see. There are fewer drunk driving, traffic accidents, and fatalities in many countries where the drinking age is 18 or lower. Although the United States increased the drinking age to 21 back in the 80s, its rate of traffic accidents and fatalities in the 80s decreased less than that of European countries whose legal drinking ages are lower than 21. Also, since the 80s, 2 years prior to increasing the drinking age to 21, a decline of drunk driving fatalities occurred across all age groups and demographic categories, and therefore cannot be really attributed to the drinking age being 21. Number 6, let's see. Normalizing alcohol consumption as something done responsibly in moderation can make the drinking of alcohol less taboo. For young adults especially who are 18 or below or even. According to the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, underage drinking accounts for 17.5% of consumer spending for the alcohol in the United States. And then in 2006, 72% of 12th graders reported drinking alcohol at some point in their lives. Noncompliance with the drinking age generally promotes general disrespect and noncompliance with other areas of the U.S. law. The drinking age of 21 encourages young adults to acquire and use false identification documents to procure alcohol. In this area of national security concerns, including terrorism and immigration, it would be better to have fewer fake IDs in circulation and to have respect for the law. And being that I'm newly 21, I see that many young people are using fake IDs from the age of even like 15. So that's definitely a problem. The drinking age being 21 is not statistically associated with lower rates of suicide, homicide, or vandalism. There was a study done in the early 2000s, and it showed that the legal drinking age and health and social problems, 72% of the studies found that no statistically significant relationship would increase suicide and criminal activities by adolescents. There was no connection between the drinking age and those incidents. "18 to 20-year-old adults should not be denied the enjoyment when other pleasurable activities are legal at age 18. Things like buying lottery tickets and purchasing tobacco and even being able to enroll in the armed forces." Speaking from my own experience, I got my registered nursing license at the age of 20 years old, and I could administer narcotics, but I could not go home and drink a glass of wine legally. One of the big points is that lowering the drinking age to 18 would be good for our economy. More people would legally be able to drink in bars and restaurants and other licensed establishments, and revenue would increase for private business owners, and greater amounts of tax revenue would be collected by the government. So that would be another bonus. Overall, I feel that there are more pros than cons in lowering the drinking age to 18.